Hello.
Yes, how are you, sir?
I'm doing all right, James. How are you?
I'm doing well too. How much consideration went into this decision, and was it an easy decision?
Hello.
Evans, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Great. How much consideration went into this particular decision of yours, and was it an easy one, an easy decision to take as a party?
Well, thank you very much for having me, and good evening to your listeners. For us as New Patriotic Party, we appreciate the enormity of the we are going through as a it is on the backdrop of this sad occurrence that the party national steering committee on behalf of National Council made to take this decision. We think that it's not just winning an election, but for the fact that you have to go through this situation and lose a brother, a family member, a father, and a husband who is from a bigger family. For us to honor him is not to be in a certain contestation with his party. So the party has put together some arrangement to engage with NDC, engage with the family, and all other stakeholders. So yes, a lot has gone in for us to come into this conclusion that in an event the EC fix a date for a possible replacement of our departed dear brother, but Murtala, of Tamale Central constituency, the New Patriotic Party will not participate.
Okay, so this is not novel necessarily, but is it going to be the party's decision or policy henceforth?
Yes, opinions may vary on this, but under the circumstance, and if you do assessment of the statement issued by the General Secretary, I think it communicates clear to the whole world. And mind you, the New Patriotic Party has strong following in the constituency. That notwithstanding, we would not want to hurt any interest, but to make the party take this position, which is heavy though, but we feel that to lose a member of parliament in this manner does not really provide us any opportunity to win the seat. But just to let the world know that yes, democracy is contestation of ideas. Winning a seat is not an end in itself, but just for us to communicate to the world that this is New Patriotic Party. We may go in and win, but to what end? And so I think the decision of the party, we put into consideration the concerns of the regional party in Northern Region, the concerns of the constituency party, as well as the bigger picture.
NPP is not that of the nature or the circumstance that led to the death of the Honorable Murtala Mohammed, or forth every by-election necessitated by death you may not necessarily contest. So is it the circumstance of the death or the fact that it was death that made you withdraw?
I mean, we've earlier issued statement to associate ourselves by the way we've lost very important souls in this country. Aside that, we lost our children in a very bizarre circumstance. road accident. And so, putting all this together, the New Patriotic Party feel that going into the future, a possible by-election in Tamale Central, we are not going to participate. And I think that the statement by the General Secretary clearly speaks to the situation. The circumstance does not really inure to anybody's benefit. We are really shaking as a party and as a nation. This is not a development we wish for ourselves. So it's better we solemnly observe and find a befitting arrangement for the Lord to receive the souls of our brothers than to go into a political contestation.
Okay. Two point of view. The first one, and then I'll give you the second one. The first one, because no-go area for you, you are very sure you are not going to win that seat based on everything we know from the past. It is the reason, and again, maybe you are in opposition, you don't have a lot of money, so you don't want to go chasing something you will not gain. What would you say to such a cynical question, that you're actually running away because you would not win?
Well, I mean, if you're a political analyst and you look at figures, really, you may come to this conclusion. When the New Patriotic Party won with Dr. Okuboy in Lejokuku constituency, check the vote difference.
Lejokuku is a traditionally swing seat. We know that. Lejokuku has never...
And that's what I'm saying that, that's what I'm saying that if you're a political analyst, you may come with a lot of theses. And every two elections are not the same. And so people may be right in their own way to consider those issues. But for us, we feel that the most important thing is not to go into any sort of contestation under the circumstance, but rather be along with the family and ensure that befitting burial and all that needs to be done is done to ensure that our brothers will have that befitting program, and I have a permanent resting place in the bosom of the Lord. We think that contestation is not only the way forward.
Okay, the second question. There's an election, a by-election coming up in Akwetia. The EC has set a date. The NDC has a candidate. You have a candidate. Is it the case that you want to rub the back of the NDC by giving up Tamale Central so that they rub your back in 10 by giving up Akwetia?
Well, it is neither here nor there. The EC announced Akwetia somewhere in July. Preparations are far advanced. We lost our dear MP, and the party and the family have put in place some arrangements, and so the party is pursuing that. We are not calling on NDC whether they will want to contest Akwetia or not. We've not had any conversation. But for us, we think that under the circumstance, Tamale Central is not on the agenda for the party. And we wouldn't want to compare it with Akwetia. But I'm happy that you said you are asking this cynical question. And as it may, others may also have same or similar opinion. They may be entitled to it. But we respect our brother Mutala. All those who fell, it happened when they were on line of duty. And so, what else that we want to celebrate them, not to go into unnecessary contestation. This is the New Patriotic Party's position.
If, touch wood, these are constituencies you lost in 2024, and would you, and I've touched wood for it, would you have still, position of yours, knowing that it is a seat you potentially can win?
Also, so you say that some will say you go to war with the army you have. As we speak, what we are confronted with, which we nobody should wait for anybody, is that we lost our dear brothers under a very bizarre circumstance. In order to give them befitting barrier and wage them war in their next world, is not to go through a certain contestation.
But this a sitting MP has died, and it do not be the first time there was a by-election as a result. They contested in the past. So if your child asked you why you did the other by-elections and decided not to do this, would you, because they died through the circumstance they died, in fact, you would concede that you stood no chance and so it's pointless to go and run? Because it would appear as though you were hiding behind sympathy to run, and you would have lost anyway.
Well, my dad, I think you should rather pat the NPP on the back. I think that's what you must do, than to raise these cynical questions. Why am I saying this? I mean, are you saying that yes, New Patriotic Party should get ready because a vacancy has occurred through the death of our brother, and therefore we should lease our boots for a by-election? You're saying that under the circumstance, there's no need. And I think this principle should be supported by all loving Democrats in this country, than to say that yes, NPP wants to pull out because this is Tamale Central constituency, or because they show that no matter what, it's not going to be a win for them. That's why I cited Ladadiko Topon, Lejokuku. So please, I think that this gesture by the New Patriotic Party should rather receive some commendations from lovers of democracy.
Thank you so much.
My pleasure. And good night.
Good night. That's Evans Nimako. He's Director of Elections for the New Patriotic Party. This is Eyewitness News on 97.3 CTF. And when we come back, we'll talk